Hey, we are on to the next video talking about the culture, the DNA of Adore Church. If you've missed any of these, man, make sure you go on a YouTube channel. You can check them all out. Make sure you get up to date on them. You really understand who we are, why we do the things we do, especially the first one. First one is the scriptural foundation, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 19 through 23, where Paul talks about what he did to reach people. And we're talking about the values that we want to see in our people and our team, that when people come into our church or around our environments can say, that's what these people are about. This is the fifth value that we strive for in our team and our church, and that's this. We say it this way: generosity is our privilege. Generosity is our privilege. What does that mean? It's simply this. We believe God has given you gifts, God has given you talents, God has given you money. And we believe that we have a privilege to take those things, the gifts that God's given us, whether it's music, whether it's details, whether it's singing, whether it's communicating, whether it's working with kids, whether it's outreach ministries, whether it's ideas, whatever it is, the gift that God has given you, the talents that God has given you, we believe in giving those things back to God. We believe in the money that God has given you and the money that you have to give back to God. The Bible says that it's God who gave you the power to get wealth. All the gifts and the talents you have, the brain that you have, all the things that you use to make money, God gifted you with those things. And so we count it a privilege, an honor to be able to give those things back to God. To say, God, thank you for giving us these things. Now we're going to take these and we're going to use them. We're going to give them to further the kingdom, to further the gospel, to push the message further out. We can't do church without it. We can't do church without you and your gifts and your talents and your financial blessings towards the church. Listen to what Proverbs 11, 24 through 25 says. We have this on our website. It says, the world of the generous gets larger and larger. That goes opposite of the world would say. The world would say, keep your money. The world would say, be selfish. The world would say, only survival of the fittest. Push everybody down in order to get to the top. The Bible flips it. It says the world of the generous gets larger and larger. The world of the stingy gets smaller and smaller. The one who blesses others is abundantly blessed. Those who help others are helped. The Bible says this, give, and he's talking about financially. Give, and it will be given back to you what? Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The only place in the Bible where God says you can test me, you can literally put me to test, is in Malachi 3:10 when he says, give your tithe to the storehouse. In other words, give financially to the church. Because I know that's a big hiccup for people. It's a big, oh gosh, I don't have a lot of money, so I can't give you a lot of money. I'm scared to give to the church because I've been burned in the past by church. God says this, look, test me in this. I would challenge you. Don't test me, test God. Test God. Say, God, I'm going to give financially to this place. I believe in what they're doing. I believe in their vision. I'm going to give. And I'm going to give predicated on God that you're going to bless me back. You're going to give me more than what I gave. God will honor that. God will do it every time. God's amazing at that. And whether it's your gifts, whether it's your talents, whether it's your finances, whatever those things might be, we tell it a privilege to give because we know every time we give, two things happen. One, we further the message. We give the ability for the church to do things, to buy things, to purchase things, to do bigger outreaches, to do more small groups, to do better services, to do all the things that you have called the church to do now and in the future. We give financially the ability to do that. We also give our talents and our gifts and our time and all the things so we can further the cause. And in that, we know the beautiful exchange is that you're going to give us back more than we gave. I could tell you stories in my own life of God being faithful all the time financially for us and people in our church that have got financial blessings just by giving. So we consider it a privilege to be able to give because we know the generous heart grows larger and larger and larger. And as a church, we want to be generous in all we do. We support other ministries. We give towards other ministries. We give towards other churches. We give back to the organization that sent us, ARC. We give back to them so that they can plant new churches. We've given over $7,000, I think $7,000 to $9,000 back into the community, laundry detergent free for people, and Starbucks cards to people, and loved on people, and we just give. We want to be a place known as giving, and we want you to feel safe in the idea that you can give to us in our church because we will use it to bless other people. Generosity is our privilege, and we do it with a smile on our face every time we have the chance to. That is one of the values of our church. Thanks so much, man. Check out the next video. It's coming out soon.